Hello viewers, today we're going to be working on a Dell laptop. This is a Vostro computer and the model number is 3550. It's a little bit newer than what I typically work on, but I think it's still in the era of decent quality. Cleaned up pretty good. There's a little bit of wear in the keyboard, but otherwise it's not bad. I don't like all this flashy stuff they put in there. Like, you don't need chrome around the stinking keyboard, and you know, this is all like glossy in between the keys. It looks tacky and cheap, but I mean the computer itself, like the keys, you know, they're relatively decent. The mouse button feels okay. I don't think I'm going to like this keyboard too much because the letters are kind of small, but you know, for the most part, I think it's a decent computer. The Vostro series used to be really good quality. I don't know if it still is nowadays, but back in the day, it was really good quality machines. So, let's plug this up here and see what we can do. Plug the power in. It's got a USB 3 port, so it can't be that old. It's got an SD card reader, HDMI, FireWire. That's unusual. Audio in, audio out. I mean, it's got a nice array of ports, VGA. So it's a pretty good machine as far as what it offers. Plug this USB 3 port in over here. Oh, well. I changed this to the Windows 7 Professional ISO because that's what the code is on the bottom of the computer. I'm wondering if I should put it back to the USB 3 one. Well, whatever. It's got USB 2 ports, so it should be okay. Alright, first let's go into the BIOS, which is going to be an F2. Okay, so this computer, do we have a date on here? It's an i3-2330, so it's not that old. 2.2 gigahertz, not super fast. Let's see here, the memory is 4 gigabytes. Oh, for heaven's sakes. We're going to open this up and upgrade the hardware. I totally forgot about that. So it looks like it's got a 500 gigabytes hard drive in there. Samsung drive. It's fine. This shipped with Windows 7, so it should not have a problem. Let's do restore defaults. And then we're going to save the changes, and then we're going to reset. I'm going to unplug this because we're going to take a look inside here. I don't know how easily the drive and everything comes out. Hopefully it comes out easily. Okay, so we're going to have it's missing a screw. We got 2 screws here to take this plate off. I hope it's under here and that's it. Here's the battery. I don't know if the battery works or not. It's made in China. Ooh, great. So it probably doesn't. Let's see here. It's missing a screw here too. I think some of these are loose. I've noticed that does sometimes happen. on these Dells because the screws will get loose over time. Not really sure why that transpired. Those 4 on the top were okay. That one's gone, so it must have gotten loose. Alright, now we should be able to pull this thing up. Okay, perfect. There's the drive and there's the memory. Let's see here. What kind of memory do we have? Is it this memory? It is this memory, so we'll go ahead and put 16 gigabytes in there. As I say in all the videos, I don't need 16, but I have it floating around, so why not put it in? Samsung memory. That's what's going to replace it, is more Samsung memory. Okay, so it's 8 gigabytes. Another 8 gigabytes. Okay, and then the drive looks like we got 2 screws here. I like the way this bit is fitting. I'm gonna get a different one. Is it the only one I have? Oh no, here we go. Let's try this one instead. Much better. Never want to use a bit that doesn't fit right because you'll strip out the screws. Okay, so this probably goes back and then out. Okay, so this is a... that's kind of an unusual drive. Samsung drive. Let's see, do we have a date code on here anywhere? I don't see one. It's a 500 gigabytes, 5400 revolutions per minute. I mean, these are pretty much obsolete at this point, you know, because 7200s have been around for a while and they're just a little bit faster. I don't see a date code on here anywhere that's written in plain sight. You know, it's probably one of these other numbers, but it's all, you know, encrypted some way. I don't know how old this is. Well, anyways, it doesn't really matter. It's just an element of curiosity. So let's unscrew this. Oh, that's kind of weird. That wasn't too good. Well, if that went in there, that's got to come out. That screwed up onto the floor. Oh, I hope it did. Here it is. Okay. It's gonna be pretty upset about that because that would be a very simple project turning into a complete nightmare. Guess I will unscrew it away from the top of the computer. Okay, so this is kind of a weird caddy. This is going to sit in there like that, so this will go on there. I think. No, this was the other side. This would go like that. And this side went like this. That's bizarre. I've never seen something like that before. So now we can slip this back on. Okay. And put these screws back. Now, since we're missing screws, we gotta kind of figure out, I think putting a screw here and a screw here is going to be the best option rather than just two there. Of course, having all three is ideal, but you know, as people don't seem to understand, in the real world it's not always an ideal case. Sometimes you gotta put things back together without all the screws. It's just, it's unfortunate, it's not really correct, but it's a reality. Give me back the bit. Goof. Okay. Now let's put the battery back in. Okay, and we'll have to clean out the radiator probably. I'm sure that's full of dust. I'll do that later. Power plug back in. Hard drive. Now let's open this up. Now let's see if we can boot to the hard drive. Okay, USB storage device. The keyboard's a little bit loose. It's not detrimental, but it's not the way that it should be. I wonder if that's easy to fix. Oh, this isn't on quite right. I'm gonna have to correct that. Or is that just the way that it sits? It wasn't really on there that good to begin with. That may just be the way it is. Whatever. That can always be dealt with later off video. No point in wasting film on that. Okay, USB storage device. Now, hopefully, this will be easy. And everything just goes right through, no problem. I tend to think it will because this computer is shipped with Windows 7. So it ought to made if we support everything just fine. Everything looks good so far. The mouse is moving okay. Install. Jeez, what's that junk that got over there? Okay, so we're missing the driver for the desk. Or the drive is broken. Was not expecting this. Okay, so I'm gonna have to get a driver for this computer. Okay, well, I guess let the fun begin here. Let's get the other computer. Really wasn't expecting that. And of course I only have one power cord here, and this other computer, the battery is pretty much non-existent, so we're going to have to share the power cord between the two. I don't think the batteries in either one of these things work that right. Now let's see how far we get. got some charge at least. Okay, so we're going to navigate to the Dell website. I guess this would be for business. Now I want to put a service tag in. There we go. The service tag is six X Z N, as in no more charge in the computer. This other one, the battery doesn't seem to work at all. Well, it was free, there's no complaining to be had. And then you get to finish typing in the service tag. Okay, and B for batteries not working. R, it's annoying when batteries don't work. 1. Okay. Okay, here's the computer. The warranty expired in 2013, so I guess it's fairly old. Probably was just a 1-year warranty. Yeah, shipped in 2012, so it's 9 years old. To me, that's totally usable still, but a lot of people seem to think that that's too old. Alright, let's go over here to the drivers, and we're going to want to find the SATA driver. This is all firmware. This may be it? It's not looking quite right. Usually it's something that you can extract. That's all firmware. There's the USB 3 stuff, we don't need that. Oh, it's only 10100 Ethernet. That kind of stinks. Well, that's annoying. The only one that I think is really going to work would be the... Where was it? This one. Which I think is the one that we already got. Yeah, it is. Let's see what this does. If it'll give me something to just extract the files to, then maybe, okay, yeah, so let's do this. Let's change this to the downloads. I can't do that. That's fine. I'll put it in the documents for now. Okay. And then, that's it. I don't want to do nothing more with that on this computer. So here they are. I don't think this is really going to work. I mean, it's got a couple DLL files. Well, let's try it. I'll copy these to my USB drive and then let's see what happens. I don't think this is going to work, but I'll start with it anyways. Okay. Hopefully that wasn't blurry the whole daggone time. If it was, then it was, I don't have to tell you. Where's the disk? Oh, you know what? Jeez. This drive is going to be encrypted, I think. I'm going to have to change it anyways. Is this stupid piece of junk even showing up? I hate these stupid flash drive things. They're so unreliable. Yeah, that drive is... I'm gonna have to do something about that drive anyways. Okay, let's just turn everything off. I don't think that's even working. I don't think it'll make a difference, but just for the sake of curiosity, let's see what would happen if I put the original drive back in. Let's see if it'll recognize that drive. Okay, so it's not an issue with the drive. That other drive is encrypted, so I have to do something with it anyways. I'm going to have to look for a different driver. I didn't feel like dealing with this anymore, so I decided we're just going to cheat. And I took the drive and I put it into another computer and I started the installation there. So I'm going to have to switch the caddy over to the new drive again, but if I put this in here, this has a started installation. I think this will just go ahead and finish. I may have to change it to UEFI or Legacy. I'm not sure which one it's set to. Yeah, I gotta change it to UEFI, I think. So there's the drive. It's recognizing the drive. Boot. Let's see here. Where is the option? Okay, does this not have the ability to change it from Legacy to UEFI? Okay, I don't quite understand that. Well, let's just see what happens. Great. Okay, well, I did do 2 drives, not expecting it to break, but expecting to put it into a different computer, so let's try the second one. I think the problem may be, well, I don't even know if this is legacy or UEFI, I have no idea. Kind of looks like it would be new enough to be UEFI. There it goes. Well, I don't know why this got hosed up. I'll have to redo that for the other computer. Okay. Keyboard's not working too good. There it goes. What did we say this was? 3550. Okay, let's see what kind of drivers we have, if any. None. Okay, so I have to go. Now I gotta get the network driver now. Okay, so we'll turn this off. Okay, I put the Ethernet driver onto this USB thing. Okay, now what? Is it gonna run? Okay, so it looks like that's connected. Oh, it is a gigabit. I don't know why it looked like it wasn't going to be a gigabit according to the driver. Alright, so that's good. That's connected. Now we have to grab the Windows Update agent, which I think happens to be on this USB. So let's see if it is. As I'll just grab it off of there if it is. There it is. Oh, wait a minute. Does this have Service Pack 1? It's got to have Service Pack 1 first. Service Pack, yeah, it does. Okay. We're good. Okay, and I'm going to turn this off, and we're going to search for the updates at the other table because I want to be able to use this table while this is transpiring. Okay, here's all the updates, or all the ones that are going to come through in this batch anyways. A bunch of drivers are here. Hopefully it grabs most of them by itself. Okay, we're pretty much all set with this computer. It was missing a lot of the drivers. I think 4 or 5 of them were missing, so I just put those in. I can't figure out what this last item is, but everything is working that I would use, so I'm not going to waste any more time on it. Here's the specifications benchmark thing. It's a pretty decent computer. And there's the processor name. I think I'm going to like this computer. It's got a relatively low resolution screen. It's 1366 by 768, and I like that resolution because the items don't get very small. You know, everything is big enough to see easily on this computer, and it's still a very clear panel. It's not you know, it's not bad at all. A lot of people say, oh, it's low resolution, it's not clear. Well, I mean, you can see it's perfectly clear. So, anyways, that concludes the setup of the Dell Vostro 3550.